We're at Castle Howard in, is it just north of York?
Yeah.
We're staying at Castle Howard Lakeside Touring Camping Park, Holiday Park.
Yeah, nice little site.
Yeah, we booked on for the camping field, and it was about £30 for 2 nights, so that's quite good. But then when we got here, the weather's been quite not friendly, so they moved us on to hard standing and put us on electric and just paid an extra tenner for the night, so 40 quid for the weekend. But it's stunning.
Well, the lady said, you'll not get that on field.
No.
It's too heavy.
So, and then we've walked about 1.5 miles to Castle Howard, and because we're staying on the site, it's 2 for 1 entry on the ticket price, so we got in for £12 because we come in before 1. So we'll have a look round.
Yeah. You puffing?
I'm not puffing. I'm not a bird. Oh!
Duck. Be a duck instead then.
Right, lovebirds, get ready to split. Some B-roll coming in.
Oh, they always want knobhead. Right, walk faster.
When you're lost and no one's there, and you wonder who even cares, oh, come back to your breath, don't drift away from me. I will come down to remind you of before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up and away from all our fears. How are we supposed to know on our own? Together we can go slow. Why don't you leave it all to me?
Touch it, Jade.
I think I did, you know, with camera.
Oh, you did.
Feel like that.
I'll do all for content.
Don't. You made me jump.
Round the same old town. Your best kept secrets underground. Oh, your hand on my chest, my heart beats for you. I keep my arms out and hold you like before.
So if you watched our last vlog when we were at Chatsworth Country Fair, you will see that we did include a little bit at the end which said about our decision to go full-time van life. So we're away this weekend with the Beechwoods and Baileys Go camping at Castle Howard, and we've just escaped for 5 minutes because we thought let's put something together to hopefully explain our decision to go full-time.
So we've had to run. We've set them down, bought them all coffee and run off.
So enjoy your coffee. We're sat here thirsty and just but so yeah, so we decided we went full-time on the 20th of September. We sold the house. We were really lucky. We managed to get a cash buyer that was come over and bought a lot of our furniture. That was all quite good. It was quite quick, wasn't it? 1 minute we were at home, next minute it's sold and we're moving out. And
Well, it was chaos.
yeah,
It was months of waiting, and then all of a sudden it was chaos.
yeah. And Facebook Marketplace, I am so glad that is no longer a part of my life. That was probably the most distressing part
Yeah.
of doing this process.
Yeah.
You put something on for £10 and they'll say, I'll give you £1.
Yeah.
And can you deliver?
I'd sooner bonnet. All right. You're being cheeky.
So for anybody that is thinking about doing the full-time thing and you're going to sell the house, start doing it as soon as you can, because it was quite a rushed process for us, wasn't it? So
Yeah, I think you've just got to consider the amount of stuff in the loft, what you've got in the garage, in the shed, in all your cupboards and all your kitchen drawers, etc, etc. And you need to spend a good amount of time sifting.
yeah, sort.
You'll need at least 3 sifts before you get down to an acceptable level. And it's going to hurt. It really is going to hurt, because what do you do with all those kind of family things that you've been holding on to for the last God knows how many years?
Yeah.
It's tough, but the sooner you start considering it and getting all this clutter out of your life, the easier it's going to be.
Yeah. So we've got, all of our stuff is gone. We haven't got anything now. We've got a little bit that's left that's going to my son's to look after, but they're mainly like the awnings and carpets for the motorhome, which we don't never use, but because we're undecided whether we're going to stay with the motorhome we've got or when we're going to upgrade to, because we do need a different motorhome. What we've got is not working for us. It's all right, isn't it, for now? Absolutely fine, but ideally we do need something with a garage, because we are lacking a garage space, aren't we?
Yeah.
But at the moment we're not going to do anything because
a bit more payload, really.
Yeah.
Because there's, I mean, you're carrying 4 seasons with you, with that, unless you've got storage somewhere, but then you've got a fixed fee that you need to pay somewhere. So
and we don't want to be tied to anything like that, do we?
But we're not rushing into anything.
No.
We're going up to NEC in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look. I'm in no rush, because I'll be honest with you, the motorhome prices right now are stupid. I can only assume that they're going to go up. So we're just going to wait for the bubble to burst, the prices of fuel, the electricity, gas, etc, etc, mortgage, interest rates.
Hey, come on!
I'm just going to wait for everybody to start selling the brand new motorhomes that they bought last year, so I can pick up a bargain.
Yeah, and that's the plan. So why did we decide to go full-time van life? I mean, I think our final straw really was COVID. When that hit, and then all of a sudden our home became our office, and everything around home just became office because we're working from home and blah blah blah. And then it just become a point where we just thought, this is just, we've had enough, absolutely had enough. And our jobs are stressful and quite demanding, and we just thought, you know what, the only reason why we're doing these big demanding jobs is because we've got all of this around us to pay for, the gas bill, the electric bill, the council tax, everything. And we thought, well, if we get rid of that, we can get rid of the jobs.
It was always the plan, but it just speeded it up a little bit for us, I think. It brought it on a little bit quicker, but sometimes you need a kick up the ass.
Yes.
Yeah, the more we thought about it, the more it was doable, and just said, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I think for us, ours is it's a choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not something that we haven't had to do it, because a lot of people do assume that because we're going to van life that you have to do it rather than want to do it. And ours is a want for an easier lifestyle, a freer lifestyle. We don't want to be working the 9 till 5 for 48 weeks of the year just to try and scrabble together a 2-week holiday. And without being morbid, like you were saying earlier, wasn't it? Darren's in his 50s.
Oh,
just throw that one in.
It's a bit harsh.
and
Look, just can put it in the comments. I know I don't look 50.
And we could wait until we're 68 years old, retired, and have our pension pot to fall back on. But we don't want to do that. We just want to just get out there now while we've got the ability to walk the hills and the mountains and explore, and the energy to be able to do it. And let's just do it. Let's do what we want to do rather than what we're being told to do by owning bricks and mortar and having the big jobs and stuff. So,
but think of it this way. I've got 28 more summers before I'm 80.
That's if you get to 80.
And that's if I get to 80. And I've got 28 winters as well. Yeah, okay. but it's only 28
Yeah, and that's 28 holidays.
for some
That's
people.
not a lot, is it?
No.
Staying in the 9 till 5 is 28 holidays. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not
So
a lot.
stop messing about and get on with it.
Yeah. So the plans, what we've got to do, that's probably the next part about it. We will talk about the full-time van life, and we're open if you want to ask us any questions at all whatsoever. Drop them in the comments, message us. We're here to, for you if you want to know anything. At the moment we're working our notices because that's what we've not taken those on, are we? We're not keeping our jobs, so we're working the notices, and we finish the end of November.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th of December we've got the Eurotunnel booked, and we're heading out to Europe. So that's going to be the next big one that we're going to be looking at.
Yeah.
Get this jobs out of the way and get travelling over to Europe. So we're planning on being there, 3 months, aren't we?
Well, a full 90 days.
Yeah.
And we'll return to the UK, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, because at that point we do need to work. Without a shadow, we do need to work. So, and the plan is we will be looking for some wardening work, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bit. Who knows? So
find a nice little site.
Yeah.
2 of us, 6 months, temporary contract.
Yeah.
So let's say March to end of September would just do us nicely.
Yeah.
And then we get 3 months again back in Europe, and another 3 months before we hopefully start another job.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we've always wanted to do Scotland. Really want to do Scotland, but Scotland, for us, it wasn't justifiable to try and spend it doing a 2-week holiday.
Not doing 2 weeks.
We want to go for 3 months, 6 months, and do it that way. So, so that's our plans, isn't it?
That's where we're at.
That's where we're at. And like we said, if you want to know anything, we're not here to make it all rainbows and unicorns, are we? It's going to be the reality. Probably just go our first little niggle. The only problem we've had so far, well, not a problem, but a different way of doing things. Washing, like at home, it's like it's all right. You put your washing machine on, you stick it out on the line, and you wash it. It's a little bit more different when you're on a campsite, especially.
You've got to guard it.
Yeah, because what we didn't even consider was, this is one of the big things that we're going to have to change first, isn't it? Go with one colour scheme of clothes, so you're only doing one wash, and make sure that they're all tumble dryable.
Yeah, so start now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got to buy new clothes, make sure you can get them in the tumbler.
Yeah.
For when in a year's time you're doing the same.
Yeah. But we didn't even think about that, did we?
She shrunk loads.
That's our first lesson.
It looks like I've put weight on, but they've actually shrunk.
But yeah, so that's going to be the first. That's going to be the first consideration. The first thing that we've learned, really.
Yeah.
In the summertime, it's not so much of a problem because you can just put it on your line. But in the wintertime, it's got to go in the tumble dryer, or you're not going to have dry clothes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but
yeah,
we'll get around it.
So yeah, so as we find new things out, we'll care and share them. And like we said, drop us a message if you want to know anything.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. That's us for this week.
Yeah. We're going to go back to them now and go and find them, and
we're going to rescue them.
Yeah. £10 for a jacket potato just around there. It's quite expensive. So yeah, we're going back to the motorhome to have chicken nuggets and pies, I think.
Something like that.
We can't afford it now.
Right, we'll catch you soon.
See you later.
Ciao.
Bye.